Hey, I'm Dave Knight with the Dave Knight Real Estate Team, and we love being a real estate resource for people. So a couple weeks ago, I was walking down the sidewalk here at my office, and I saw a guy wearing a USC football shirt. So I had to ask him, did you play there? And he actually said, yeah, back in the glory days of Pete Carroll. So in that moment, I stopped and I said, okay, so I have to ask you, what was the biggest lesson you learned playing with Pete and playing for Pete? And he said something that I can't stop thinking about. He said, we knew if we were going to win that weekend based on how we practiced the week before. Such a very simple lesson, but it applies perfectly to real estate. Because whether you're looking to sell a home now or trying to buy a house, most people think the big moment is actually game day. But for sellers, game day is when the home goes live on the market. For buyers, game day is when they find the house and write an offer. But the truth is, you usually win or lose before that moment even happens. You win in the preparation. So for sellers, if you're selling your house, the preparation before launch matters more than most people actually realize. Buyers walk through a home and they're going to make emotional decisions fast. We think it's all logical, but it actually is very emotional. So what does that look like? If the house feels cluttered or unfinished or dark, where the windows are shut or poorly presented, the buyers start to wonder what else is wrong with the property. And even if the issues are small, the mind starts building a bigger story and creating a story. And they don't just see a scuffed wall, they start wondering if the home hasn't been maintained or what other problems there may be. So they don't just see an awkward room, they start wondering if the layout doesn't work. And when buyers feel uncertainty, they're going to usually respond in one of two ways. They'll offer less or they won't offer at all. But when a home is cleaned, prepped, staged, repaired where the repairs are needed, photographed well, and launched properly, buyers will feel completely different. They feel confident, they feel possibility, and they can picture their life there. And that's when you create momentum, and urgency, and strong offers. So just like that USC player said, you'll know whether you're going to win based on how you practice the week before or the months before. For sellers, that means the work you do before you hit the market can make the difference between sitting on the market or having to discount the price and even the stress. Or you can launch strong and attract serious buyers. So then we have buyers, and this idea applies to buyers as well. A lot of buyers wait until they find the perfect house before they get serious. And I have seen this happen where all of a sudden they find the perfect home and they're not ready. So in a competitive market, that's usually too late. If you wait until you love the house to talk to the lender and understand all of your numbers and the finances and review the contract, study the neighborhood and figure out your offer strategy, you're already behind. The best buyers prepare before the house shows up. So they're going to know what their budget is. They're going to know their loan options, and they're going to understand what terms matter besides just price. And they've talked through the inspection process, the appraisal contingencies, timing, and how aggressive they're willing to be. So when the right house does come on the market, they're not panicking, they're ready. And that matters because sellers don't just look at the highest price, they're going to look at certainty. And they look at who's prepared and preparedness. Look at whether the buyer can actually close the deal. So the buyer who practiced all week or months in advance, who did the work ahead of time, often has the edge when it's time to compete. The big lesson is this. In real estate, just like football, you don't win on game day by accident. You win because you prepared before the pressure hit. So whether you're thinking about selling, whether you're thinking about buying, don't wait until the moment is here. Start preparing now, and that's how you put yourself in the best position to win. So if you're looking to sell or you're looking to buy, give us a call and we can help you come up with a game plan so that you win in either process. Make it a great day. We'll see you on the next video.